I guess you click on this video to protect yourself from recession, or you're worried or afraid of losing your finance. Congratulations, you're at the right place. Individuals can build up habits to protect themselves of an economic slowdown or recession. In terms of income, having an emergency fund, a multiple source of income, and living to your means. And in terms of investment, having a diverse holding and having a realistic sense of risks can keep you on the safe side when a recession takes place. Without wasting much time, let's get straight right into the video. In today's video, I'm going to cover the steps on how you could protect yourself from recession. Number 1, having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a separate bank account savings to protect yourself from any unforeseen expenses. Yes, like an ideal emergency fund should cover your expenses for around 6 months. Yes, and let me say an emergency fund account should be an high interest account, so that as inflation is taking place, let me say your money, instead of your money losing value, the interest gained for your money is actually adding up to the amount of your money that is increasing. Let me say if you put in 10k into your account and the inflation takes place, I remember you also have a high interest account, which means you're gaining interest. Let me say there's an inflation that decreases your money by 7%. Your interest can increase your money by 3%. That is, you won't have lots of money to lose out to. That's why I say having an emergency fund will also help you to stand against inflation and also keep you on the path to financial freedom. That's why I would recommend you having an emergency fund if you want to protect yourself from any types of inflation or economic slowdown. Number 2, living within your limit. By adopting a financial plan, having a budget, you are able to live within your limit. Living within your limit, you are more or less likely to fall into debt because your body has made it an habit to live within your income, thereby not going more extra mile source for debt, credit card or other things. This will help you to go against recession. Remember, recession job loss are more likely to happen, and cautioning yourself and building up habit to live within your limit to allow you, will prevent you from going into debt within those periods of time. And remember, having an emergency fund will also prevent you from going into debt. You see that they're always linked together. Having an emergency fund will cover your expense for around 6 months. And within that 6 months, I believe you would have built up a side hustle for yourself to compensate your livelihood on the other basic things you need to pay. Yes, having an emergency fund is good, and living within your limit is good, because if you can live to your limit, you are more or less likely to go into debt, because your body have adjusted and made it a habit to live within your income and live within what you have, and not going into source for debt. Number 3, having an additional income. Even if you have a full job, it's not a bad idea to have an side hustle on extra income, because having an extra income like a job security. Because remember, during a period of recession, there are many losses of job. You tend to lose your job. Thereby, diversifying your stream of income is the best way to protect yourself from recession. Because once the recession hits, you may lose one of your source of income, and at least you are still left with one, and you may not be able to you may not be able to keep up with that only source of income. But at least by the end of recession, you figure out a way to survive with that source of income, or we end up growing your own business. Yes, that's one of the advantages of recession. After a recession, there will be a lot of business boom and lots of things. That's why I say having a side hustle, having an additional income will also protect you from recession. Diversifying your stream of income is as important as also diversifying your investments, because once an recession hits or economic slowdown, you may lose your job. So by having a side hustle freelancing, graphic designing, voiceover, you're protecting yourself, job security if recession hits. Okay, number 4, invest for the long term. Let me say, having a long term investment, your portfolio is able to build up a good amount, a good value. And having a long term investment in the period of recession is good, because at the end of a recession, your investment gains more value of about 116%. Yes, it increases value, and that is the goal of recession. The goal of recession is for you to sell your stocks and shares at a very low price. And I will advise you now, during this recession, I will advise you to buy more shares in all these big companies, tech companies, marketing companies, different types of companies. I will advise you to buy shares there, because at this end of the session there will be a 101% increase. Yes, 101% increase. There's likely to be a 101% increase of the prices of those shares. So I will advise you, buy shares now. Yes, and you thank yourself later. Diversifying your investment is just as important as diversifying your income stream. Let me say, diversifying your portfolio of investment should be put more into concern during a period of recession. I remember a recession, there's an economic slowdown, thereby the value of your stocks and shares and the value of your portfolio at large will be reduced. So I advise not to invest in like two related investments. Let's say you invest in tech, you invest in real estate. You invest in real estate, you invest with together with share. They shouldn't be related together. It's like they should not be related by any means. Let me say they should be different field entirely. So that when there's a drop in tech, there will not be a drop at the same time in clothes. Or like the drop will be equal. This is what I mean. Like learning to diversify your investment is the best way to go, and also it also aids in being a financial freedom. Let me say in conclusion, implementing these my financial strategies will not only serve you well during an economic slowdown, but also sets you on the path to a financial freedom. And for those who don't know what is a recession is a significant decline in the general economic activities. Yes, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share the video. It was helpful to you.